Well, hello everybody. If you're watching this on the day that I uploaded, it's probably Christmas Eve, and at least in North America. And if you're watching this in Europe or in the Eastern Hemisphere, it's probably Christmas Day that you're watching this. But either way, it doesn't matter. I thought I'd bring you guys along for a little thing that my family and I do on Christmas Eve. So that's tomorrow night. And tonight I thought I'd just do like a short version of it, just so you guys can come along for the ride and maybe experience something that we do every year. And that is, we go around with little bags of goodies around the city of Victoria, downtown. And right now it's about 11 o'clock. We're going to be dropping those off to individuals that, you know, I see along the way that perhaps aren't going to be having a Christmas that, you know, the traditional Christmas. And most of these people are living on the streets or struggling, or... Let's go for a ride. I guess first thing we should do is probably get out the treat. Treat bag. And it's nothing fancy. They're ginger snap cookies, my wife's recipe that my oldest son Braden, and his friend, who happens to be a girl, so I guess you could call them, or her, his girlfriend, I think. I don't know. She's over at our house an awful lot. Anyhow, they put together some ginger snap cookies, and we threw in a couple little candy canes there, and I know I'm pretty kind of biased in this situation, but oh, they're the best ginger snap cookies ever. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why right now. Because they don't snap. They're bendy. You bite into them, the cookie bends. Has like this thin layer of like gooey, not gooiness, but just, anyways. Alright, I'm getting distracted. There's a couple people I want to mention specifically and thank them for the things that they've done on YouTube for me. And this time of year, I thought it was befitting to, you know, thank a couple individuals that have kind of gone above and beyond. And I sure hope no one gets offended if I don't mention them. It's not, you know, there's a lot of people to mention. With close to 2,000 subs, I'd like to mention all of you. I'd like to send you all some ginger snap cookies, actually, but that's not within the realms of reality right now. However, if I win $1 bazillion, I guarantee that's going to happen. The first person that I want to personally say thank you to is the person that really introduced me to motovlogging. And not by anything like, well, Kim, I want to show you what motovlogging is. No, it was his first video wasn't even about motovlogging. This is how I discovered him. I was looking for sound equipment, specifically Zoom's H2N. I came across one of his videos, and his video was just with this Zoom recorder, and he had one of his windscreens on it, and he was snapping his fingers with the recorder going, and the little windsock, basically, or dead cat, or whatever you'd like to call it, and demonstrating, you know, how good it was. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. And then he had some other videos, and one of them was a motorcycle video. So I started watching it, and it was Kalani's video of his first crash. The one where he goes down hard and breaks a rib. And I was watching this, and I was just like, oh, this is so cool. I had no idea what a motovlog. I didn't know that's what he was doing. I just thought it was some guy videotaping his his bike riding. That is how I discovered motovlogging, through Kalani. And Kalani has been very helpful and supportive. You know, just I'm sure other motovloggers will agree. You get like a comment from any of the major or popular motovloggers, and that can be a huge boost in your sub. Kalani was just that. He was one of the first motovloggers that kind of gave me a shout out and really kick-started this whole thing for me. So, Kalani, this is my thank you to you for all the things you've done for me, but also all the things that you've done for other motovloggers. And I know you have. You've helped out quite a few motovloggers with their motovlog careers, if you want to call them careers. And so this first person, I think, will be in behalf of you. And you know what? This guy behind me is all right. Let me just do a little loop around the corner here. And obviously this is not pre-planned, so I might have to do a little loopy-loop once in a while when I see somebody. This guy looks like he could probably use a little, who knows? You never know, right? Some people might be into it, some people might not be into it, but you do what you can do. How you doing? I saw you there, and I thought you could use a little Christmas goodie on your way home.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Enjoy them. They're good, good ginger snaps. Have a good Christmas. And you know what? If you're going to do this sort of thing, you can't expect these huge, you know, you can't expect Oprah moments if you're going out doing this sort of thing. You really can't. If you do that, you're going to be disappointed. And I found you know, if the person takes it, that's all you can really hope for. Anything after that is just a bonus. So don't be discouraged if you do this. Don't be discouraged if you don't get these firecrackers and flowers popping out of people's ears because you gave them some cookies. But you'll find people. The next person that I owe a big thank you to is a gentleman that you most likely know because a lot of you guys came to my channel via his channel. And that is Chaseontwowheels. And Chase has been also very supportive and helpful, and gone out of his way to you know, help me out and give me exposure. And it's been really cool. He's a really good guy. You know what's frustrating about this motovlogging thing is that we're all so far away from each other. And man, it would be great just to be able to spend the day riding, and then go out that night for dinner and just enjoy each other's company. It'd be great. I mean, there's so many guys on YouTube as motovloggers that would be just, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool. Oh, I got a target, Chase. I got a target. Target is identified. And we're gonna go in. We're going in. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm not here for business. I'm here to drop off a treat for you.
Thanks.
They're great. They're ginger snaps. They're fresh out of the oven. So take some time tomorrow for yourself, all right? Have a good night. That one's for you, Chase. You know, I'm sure there's people watching this going, oh, dude, like, why some of these people, they brought it upon themselves, they've made this choice. Yeah, you know what, a lot of people have made choices in their lives, and the sucky thing is some of those choices have been just wrong. wrong choices, and because of those choices they've got themselves into a situation that perhaps they can't get themselves out of, or they've got into drugs, or they've got into, you know, kids don't grow up thinking, you know, one day I want to live on the street. I mean, that girl right there didn't have some sort of epiphany one day at age 11 saying, you know, if I could just go out on the street and sell my body, that would be awesome. But she's there, right? So the way I look at it is this: the guy up the road in the wheelchair, that lady right there, and she's still a lady, they're somebody's kids, you know? Somewhere there's somebody's kids, and maybe their parents were like the worst parents on earth, and that's quite possible. But at some point, somebody loved them, and probably still do it at some level. So I'm not going to be the one that says, yeah, forget them, they've made their choice. Well, the next person on my list that I'd like to say thank you to is Darknitevlog. And I've mentioned him before in one of my videos. He's on the mend right now with a messed up knee. But really good guy. Mentioned him in my my Remembrance Day video. And always had a great deal of support from him. Just a really positive guy. He's seen a lot of poo-poo, man. He's seen a lot of bad things in the course of his service in the military, and yet he's always positive in all his posts and his videos, and I just think that is just it's something to be admired and emulated in my own life, because, you know, I have got it so easy compared to so many other people in the world, and so many other people just in this town, as we'll, you know, see tonight. So for that, Darknitevlog, this next one is going to be for you. All right, Darknitevlog, I have a visual on a target, and we are going in right now. So stand by. How you doing, bud? Not bad. I thought you might like a couple Christmas goodies. They're ginger snaps, fresh out of the oven. Great recipe too. So have a good you know, Christmas. Take some time for yourself and enjoy them. Have a good night, bud.
You as well.
Night, bud. There you go, Dark Knight. And you know, the cool thing about these guys that I'm talking about here so far, all of them that I'll mention tonight, all of them, I know without exception, would totally be into this if they were here. Like, if those guys were here and I say, hey dude, I got an idea, we're gonna do this, they'd be right into it. Just good guys. The next guy, the next motovlogger on my list of motovloggers I'd like to thank this year is a fellow. He's down in the state of Utah, and his name is, well, his YouTube name is eveRideorg. And you gotta look at it because you gotta make sure you're saying it right. Because for a while there, I was like eveRider, no, it's eveRideorg. And I'll put his name up here as well in his channel. And he's a motovlogger from Utah. Rides a KLR. He's running into a bit of you know, tight times right now as well. As I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. So if you have room to sub another motovlogger on your YouTube list, I would really recommend subbing him. He tells great stories. He is a great storyteller, and he's funny as heck. And you can watch his shows. It doesn't matter who's in the house either. So you don't have to worry about you know, shielding the kids from any words that you might not want a 2-year-old repeating to grandma when she comes over to visit. But yeah, he's a really, really cool guy. And I've been really grateful to have him comment on my videos and just interact with him. And I have a target right here, eveRider. Target. I have a target. Here we go. We're going in. We're going in. How you doing?
Not bad.
Hey, could I leave you with a little Christmas goodies?
Sure.
Those are they're ginger snaps. They're fresh out of the oven tonight, and they're a fantastic recipe. So enjoy them. Have a good Christmas too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, my next motovlogger, who I'd like to say thank you to. His name is, and I know you guys know him. His name is Mototrippin', and Mototrippin' is a nut, and that is why I like him. Yeah, he is. He's quite a character, and he's got big, brass, round bookends. I don't know. He's crazy. That guy takes his bike in places where, well, you shouldn't take a bike. But you know what? I think that's why I really enjoy him so much, is that the guy has no fear. He'd be a cool guy to ride with, because he'd be like, "Yo, Moti, hey, I bet you can't get up there." He'd be like, "Hell yeah, I can." "Yeah, I know you can. What are you talking about? Okay, let's go, move over." And he would give her a go, and then he probably wouldn't make it, and then he would give her another go. Until he finally got it, or he just blew his bike up. Not that I want to see him blow his bike up, because I've seen that once before when he took Boomer through a swamp that was entirely too deep. I don't know what he was thinking, but it made for good video, I tell you that. So for Mr. Mototrippin', who also has been quite helpful and comments and suggestions and that sort of thing, messages. This one's for Mr. Mototrippin' himself, and you know, I feel like I should in some way, you know, do something crazy on the bike to to make this even better, but I'm not going to, because I'm too close to Christmas to like wipe out or get pulled over by a cop and charge me like a $200 fine for pulling a wheelie downtown Victoria. All right, Mototrippin', we are in search for your target. Scanning. I'm not picking anything up yet. I'm gonna have to do a couple laps here. That's all right. We can do this. We can do it, people. Just me and you. And you know what I really like? Because I felt a little silly back quite a few videos ago, where I was kind of doing some singing. Like first with the Indiana Jones one, you can't really consider that singing. But doing my my video on Everyday Terrorist, I felt a little bit silly singing, but thankfully Moti, as I like to call him, because it's a street name. Well, if I was giving him a street name, that would be, "Yo, Moti, I don't know. I'm weird that way. Anyways, yeah, he belted out quite a few songs a couple videos ago. So I went by that cop. I had my hand out like, what? So Mr. Moti is got quite a set of pipes on him as well. So I was really happy to see him belting out some songs. Maybe we'll do a duet someday. If I was gonna do it, well, it wouldn't be a duet. It would be, I was thinking, if I could do a sing along with people on YouTube as motovloggers, I think, yeah, Moti, and you know who else would be good with it? It would be Minute Stop, because he's got a great voice on him. I don't know if you remember seeing his song "Holes in My Underwear." It was awesome. So yeah, maybe we can hook that up someday and do like a three-way song of some sort. What's that called? A trio? You got a duet. I guess a trio. I don't know. Maybe you guys would be into it. Maybe not. Something to think about in the new year. Get some pretty kicking harmonies going on in there. Anyways, Moti, I have just I saw a target down here by the Sally Ann, and I'm going in. So this one's for you, sir. Thank you very much. And stand by and contact 5 seconds. We are 5 seconds out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Making contact. How you doing, bud? Good. Would you be interested in a little bit of Christmas treats for the night?
Sure.
They are cinnamon. What's that? No, sorry, bud. These are traditional Christmas stuff. They're ginger snaps. They're nice and chewy, and they're delicious.
Hey.
So enjoy those.
That's a pretty impressive way to deliver.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than a car.
Santa Claus, man.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, bud. Have a good night. Take it easy.
Yeah, have fun. Be safe.
Yeah, I will. Okay, we got one more treat to hand out, and this is going out on behalf of a motovlogger from England who has been really helpful and gone beyond the call of duty to help me out. And his name is Neil's Inn. Neil's Inn, like, so if he was in Victoria, Neil's Inn, Victoria, that sort of thing. And I'll tell you, Neil really helped me out back on, well, was it back in June or July? I did a video called Calling All Brits, and the video was about a hotel over in the London area that my great-great-grandparents owned and operated back in the 1910, 1911 area, something like that. And I had a picture of it, but I had no idea, you know, if it still existed, because that area apparently of London was bombed quite heavily during the World War II. And anywho, it turned out that Neil was in that area and knew of which general area I was talking about, and dropped by with his girlfriend. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, but I've seen your face and you're quite cute. She's got fiery red hair. She's like Red Sonja. She had a sword. She'd be like very, you know, intimidating, but without the sword, she's just quite cute. So, anyways, they dropped in and had a drink there and took some photos for me while they were there, and that was just couldn't believe it. How accommodating he was and how willing he was to do that for me. So this goodie, next goodie, is going to be dropped off on behalf of Neil from Neil's Inn. And of course, I've probably already put up his link, but I'll put it up again twice. Bammo! And Neil, he's been having a rough go of things right now. He had an injury to one of his hands and damaged his people breaking off branches for a wreath, I guess. Damaged his hand and needed surgery, and then had some problems with his sciatic nerves, and couldn't walk for a while, and now he's had to resign from his job because they weren't paying him. And so yeah, Neil's been going through a rough time as well, and I'm sure he'd appreciate it if you guys drop by and said hello to his channel and consider subbing it. Really good guy. As a possible target. See if she's with it enough. How you doing? Can I leave you with some goodies tonight?
That'd be great.
Give you something to munch on, alright?
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, and take some time for yourself, alright?
God bless.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Ah, it's somebody's little girl. Somebody's little girl. Well, everyone, I think we're gonna leave off where we started, down in the Inner Harbor, downtown Victoria. And I just want to take the time to wish all of you, my subscribers, a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and just to let you know, I really do appreciate your comments. I appreciate you taking the time to sub my channel. I appreciate the time you take to watch my videos. You know, it's great. I really enjoy this, and I wish you all the best. And if you're not, you know, Christmas isn't your thing, happy Hanukkah for sure. And if not anything like that, you're just not into that sort of thing, then I really do hope that you have the best 25th of December that you've ever had, and whatever needs to be done to make that happen, I hope it happens. So, for myself, and for Miss Yamimoto, I wish you all a very happy and Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year, too.